Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to Quick Break Games, and we just got the announcement that the LEGO Harry Potter collection is officially coming to PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S, and PC digitally on October 8th, 2024. It will feature enhanced graphics and 4K resolution. Now, this actually leaked a couple weeks ago through a listing on PlayAsia.com, but now we have official confirmation as part of the Back to Hogwarts showcase that Warner Bros. Gave on September 1st. Now, to explain and be clear, this is not a new game in any way. This is essentially a remaster of a remaster. So let's break down the history of this game real quick. So we had the first LEGO Harry Potter game, years 1 through 4, in 2010, and then about a year later we had a second game, years 5 through 7, in 2011. Now these were released for Xbox 360, PS3, Wii, etc., the consoles 2 generations ago now. And of course, these were developed by TT Games. And then about 5 years later, in 2016, they released the LEGO Harry Potter collection, which included both the 2010 and 2011 LEGO Harry Potter games, remastered in one package with all DLC included. Now, TT Games did not develop this remaster, it was outsourced to a developer called Double 11. I've always found the way that they released this collection to be very odd, because this collection was exclusively released for the PlayStation 4. That year, Sony also released the PlayStation 4 Pro console, and the collection was enhanced for the PS4 Pro, where it runs at 1440p 60 frames per second. And then 2 years later, in 2018, they released this same collection for Nintendo Switch and Xbox One. I guess Sony had a 2-year exclusivity deal on this collection. I always thought that was kind of strange. It was then enhanced for Microsoft's 2017 console, the Xbox One X, where I believe it runs at 4K 60 frames per second. And of course, the PS4 Pro and Xbox One X versions can be played on our current gen consoles, the PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X. So I just kind of wanted to give the history there of this collection just so we're on the same page. So that brings us to today, where we have this same LEGO Harry Potter collection now coming natively to current gen consoles, the PS5, Xbox Series X and S, and now PC through Steam. Again, this is coming digitally on October 8th, 2024, and will cost $39.99, so about $40. We'll talk more about the price in just a bit. So according to an article on videogameschronicle.com, all the articles I'm talking about will be linked in the description. It says, quote, "This remastered compilation is developed by Double 11 and enhances both the graphics and gameplay with 60 frames per second, native 4K resolution, haptic feedback, and high-resolution shadow maps." Okay, let's discuss these improvements. On the PlayStation side of things, this collection currently runs at 1440p 60 frames per second, since it runs the PS4 Pro version on PS5. So if you buy this new native PS5 version, it's going to upgrade you to 4K, you get haptic feedback through the DualSense controller, and you get the high-resolution shadow maps. So you go from 1440p to 4K. I mean, maybe you'll notice that, but to be honest, the jump from 1440 to 4K is not very noticeable on most displays. And I assume the haptic feedback will be where you feel some sort of vibrations in the controller when you use spells and stuff like that in the game. And then you get the high-resolution shadow maps, so I assume the shadows will just look better. When this releases, on this channel we'll have to do a comparison to see how much better those shadows look, but overall there doesn't seem to be too much of an improvement here on PlayStation. On the Xbox side, the improvements are even less significant. The game already runs at 4K 60 frames per second on Xbox One X. I haven't measured the resolution exactly, but if not, it's gotta be super close to that. So if you buy this new Xbox Series X version, you're essentially getting no resolution bump. The Xbox Series controllers don't have the same haptic feedback system that's on the PlayStation 5 DualSense controller, so that upgrade won't be present on Xbox either. So to me, you're basically only getting high-resolution shadow maps. Yeah, that doesn't seem worth it at all. Now this wouldn't be necessary at all, but I think these consoles can definitely run these games at 120 frames per second, so I don't know why they're stopping at 60 here. But anyway, moving on to the PC side of things. Now on PC, they never had the collection released there, so you only had the original 2010 and 2011 games. So I think this collection is great for PC players to get an improved and updated version of these games. So yeah, the PC version makes perfect sense, but PS5 and especially the Xbox Series versions seems very questionable to me. Now let's talk about the price. As I said earlier, it will be $39.99, but they've released this statement, and I got this from an article on noisypixel.net. says players who already own the PS4 digital version of LEGO Harry Potter Collection can get the PS5 digital version for a discounted price. Players who already own the Xbox One digital version of LEGO Harry Potter Collection can get the Xbox Series X and S digital version for a discounted price. Players who already own the LEGO Harry Potter Years 1 through 4 or LEGO Harry Potter Years 5 through 7 for Steam can get the LEGO Harry Potter Collection for a discounted price, and then if you own both of those games, you get an even heavier discounted price. So on console, if you already own the collection, you'll get some sort of a discount to get this new current-gen version. It doesn't specify how much that discount will be, but hopefully it's steep, because this upgrade is so small, especially on Xbox. They should have just made it a free upgrade in my opinion, but I understand Warner Brothers does want to make some money. So overall, this seems like an easy cash grab for WB Games. They actually didn't even put much effort into the trailer. I noticed that around the 8-second mark there's a frame that says 200 plus characters, which is accurate to the game, but it definitely looks like it's an editing mistake within the trailer. Yeah, I have no idea how they didn't notice that. And then in terms of a physical release, there's no mention of that so far. Now there was the PS5 listing on PlayAsia's website, so I assume that would be for a physical release, but WB Games seems to have only confirmed a digital release at this time. And lastly, I do want to talk about how there are rumors of TT Games developing both a new LEGO Batman game and a brand new LEGO Harry Potter game. So maybe this new remaster is sort of a precursor to lead into a brand new LEGO Harry Potter game in 2026 or something like that. We'll just have to wait and see. But alright guys, that's going to do it for this video, so let me know your thoughts on this new current-gen remaster of the LEGO Harry Potter collection. Do you think it's a cash grab? Are you going to buy it? And yeah, like this video if you enjoyed it and learned something new, dislike it if not, subscribe for more content like this, and I'll see you guys next time here on Quick Break Games.